Should you show your intent in the dating game? Yes, you should. That's it. That's the end of the video. Goodbye, folks. I'm only joking. Of course it's not. There's a lot more to talk about. But before I get into that topic, I just wanted to let you know at the beginning of this that my Charisma and Dating Academy Masterclass course is opening on the 30th of April. It's only going to be open for 5 days for enrollment. So it's open on the 30th of April and the enrollment period will go on to May the 4th and then the doors will clang shut. So it's a very brief enrollment period. Places are limited. So if you're interested in that, this is a course that goes through really everything you need to know about creating charisma for yourself, the bad boy sort of archetype, if you like, how to be attractive, and then a very, very robust rundown of game. It's 10 hours worth of content. There's loads and loads of stuff in there. Join my email list below because I'll be sending out more information, and you can also support me on Patreon below in my VIP members area. If you do that, you will get some advance information on the course, which will be coming up very soon. Anyway, enough about that. So should you show intent in terms of the dating game? And by that, really, I mean when you are out and about and you're approaching people that you are attracted to. And the answer, I would say, is yes, but it's yes with a caveat. Because here's the thing, right? People will always say, you know, how much intent should I show? When I go up to her, when I go up to that beautiful girl that I saw across the bar, or across the crowded dance floor, and she's so amazing and I want to go to get to know her, you know, how much intent should I show? Should I show her that I'm interested in her in that way or not? And my advice is always going to be, yes, you should. Why? Because it's masculine. It's attractive in itself if you are the type of guy who basically knows what he wants and goes to get it. That is just an attractive thing. There's no denying that. And the other thing is, why mess around, okay? You know, as much as you could go in indirect, you can have a conversation with her for 45 minutes about, you know, her family and the fact that she's wearing a wonderful necklace from the Côte d'Azur and all of these different things. In the end, why bother? You may as well be direct. You may as well go in and show your intent. Show her. She needs to understand why you're talking to her. Now, there's a separate discussion to be had here about whether you go direct or indirect. That is, whether you go up and say, hey, I just saw you. I think you're really attractive. I wanted to have a chat with you, which would be direct. Or indirect, if you go up to her and say, oh, this is a great party, isn't it? Have you seen those guys over there doing blah, blah, blah? I'm not really going to get into that debate today. Either way is valid, but regardless of which that you select, she should understand from your body language, your tonality, from the way that you come across, that you are interested in her in a romantic way. I think that's really, really important. There is, though, a caveat to this, right? And what it is that you can't look needy. So, yes, you want to show intent, but you have to stop short of it being needy. And what I mean by that is this. Somebody who shows intent is a guy like I described before. If you imagine the archetypal, like, alpha male in inverted commas, what are they going to do? They're going to be a dude who doesn't really have time for messing around, is going to be very direct, knows what he wants, is going to walk up and say, hey, you're amazing, let's run away to Monaco together or whatever. And if she says yes, then great. If she says no, he's like, okay, fine, whatever, and walks off. You know, there's no messing around. However, the important thing there is that he walks off, okay? So he wants to get to know her. He wants to have an adventure with her, but he doesn't need to, right? And that is the very important distinction. You have to show intent, but it's intent that is sort of caveated by the point that, yes, I really like you. Yes, I want to get to know you. Yes, I want us to run off together and have an amazing experience together. But if it doesn't happen, you're not going to lose any sleep over it, right? Why? Because you are an apex, high value, etc., etc., etc. Insert your own cliche here, male. And so therefore you have other options. And you have other stuff, not even other options in terms of dating. You've just got other stuff going on in your life. You know, if she wants to come along and join you for the incredible fun and adventure that you offer, that's great. You'd love to have her along for the ride. But if she doesn't, that's absolutely fine, because, you know, you're going to be catching a plane to Zurich tomorrow anyway, and so it's no big deal. And that is the kind of sense that you want to be getting across. So yes, you're showing that intent. Yes, you're making it clear that you are interested in her in a romantic way, but no, you are not needy. You are outcome independent in that sense, I suppose, to use another older term that gets kicked around a lot. You want the outcome to be a certain thing, but if it isn't, you know, who cares? You'll be at another party tomorrow. There'll be other attractive people there, and you have the skills and you have the abundance that you know you're going to have a great life anyway, whether she decides to come along for a portion of it or not. All right, I hope that makes sense. Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Do give me a like on this video. Hit subscribe to the channel. As I said, Charisma and Dating Academy is opening on the 30th of April. That's the 30th of April. But it's only open for 5 days. So it's going to sell out quickly. You need to jump on board. Get on my email list below. The news will come out through that in terms of how you apply and everything else. And also on my Patreon, I'm going to be sending out some information a little bit earlier to people on my Patreon. So the link for that is below also. See you very soon.